Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Freedom Quiz 2022. My name is Rob Smythe. I am the director for ViGEO International Consulting. If you didn't know, ViGEO means I thrive in Latin, and we as a company have that as our main goal for all of our clients, whether they be professionals, teachers, or students. Over the past 3 years since we first began, our goal has always been for you to thrive in the workplace and in the world. Now, today, we are going to be having a special 75th anniversary event for India's independence, and we're excited that we're able to do this. And in a small way, I hope that this will contribute to your celebration of this great nation. Today, I'm not going to be leading, of course. I'm probably the least qualified to lead the quiz. Davis Abraham, who is our training head, is going to be leading the quiz today. And I'm excited for you all. And there are many prizes out there for you all. I hope you all work really well and everything goes extremely well for you. And if nothing else, that today would just be an enjoyable time for you as you continue to think about India's 75 years as an independent nation. So Davis, I'm going to pass it on to you and you're going to lead the way.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Thank you for starting it off, and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining on time, and so some of you are joining us on YouTube, and some of you are on Zoom. So thank you so much for taking the time. So if you could just put in the chat, where are you joining from? If you're on YouTube, you can use the YouTube chat. If you're on Zoom, you can use the Zoom chat. There will be a 20-second delay between Zoom and YouTube, so you can you can make sure if you're on YouTube, just don't worry. We have made provisions so that the quiz is at the same time. So just put it on the place where you're joining, which part of the country, or if you're joining from outside, you can just mention that as well. So I can see Lucknow, I can see UP. Kerala, okay, so Pune, Punjab, Delhi, a lot of Delhi. So right now I'm joining you from Lucknow, and so our company is based here in Lucknow, and so it's good to see a lot of you guys joining from Lucknow. I can see Coimbatore, Vellore. I can see Delhi, a lot of Delhis. Okay, Coimbatore, Trichy, Kanyakumari, West Bengal, Delhi. A lot of you guys from the north, some of you from the south. Okay, awesome, wonderful, awesome. So if you are on Zoom, if you could just rename yourself to have your your original name rather than your your device name and stuff like that. That will be helpful for us to, if in case you are a winner, we'd love to make sure that we identify you correctly, and that's the reason for that. So you will find a quiz link send to you right now on the chat. So the quiz link, we'll have the quiz on Mentimeter. So if you're on YouTube, in the description you will find a quiz link, or I'll just share the link again. If you want to join from a second device, you can go to menti.com, or you can just use the link that I'm sharing with you right now, menti.com, and the code is 46474522. 46474522. Okay, 46474522. So let me just share the screen. Okay, so 46474522, and you can click on the link either on the YouTube description. If you're on Zoom, whatever that has come to you on the chat, you can use that, or you can use that. That'll help you get onto the board. So you can go to menti.com 46474522, and make sure that you click that like button so that I know you guys are there, and it'll help us get started. So so we have this quiz. We have let me just share the rules for you before we get started. We have 4 rounds, 4 rounds, and 4 rounds of 5 questions each. So each round will have 5 questions, and each round. Let me just talk about the rounds. Round one, we're going to talk about the history of India as a nation. So a bit of the history and a little bit on the freedom struggle as we celebrate our independence. Second will be on culture. The general, some questions regarding culture, and it could be about festivals, it could be things about what we are proud of as a nation. We will also have a round on sports, which will just kind of test how much you know about the sports, and some of those moments that we need to celebrate as a nation. And number 5 will be a general round on India, some of these fun facts and trivia that we often forget. Just a few announcements. This is a time-based quiz, so some questions get up to 15 seconds to answer. Some questions have just 10 seconds to answer. So make sure that you are aware of those time limits as you play along. And as I said, there are 4 rounds, and after each round, I'll just share who's leading the leaderboard and all of that. In case you reach the top 5 at the end, which 5 of you will reach. So make sure you take a screenshot of that position. You are number 1, number 2, whatever that is, at the end of the 4th round, and keep that saved. And we'll ask you to send that to us as proof that you indeed finished in the top 5. And top 5 places will definitely get prizes. We have the 3 Amazon gift cards that we're giving away for the top 3, and 2 books that we are giving to number 4 and 5. So we're all set to begin, and it's going to be very fast. It's going to be over in probably 20-30 minutes. I'll be just talking a bit between rounds. So if you're ready, you can go on to the Mentimeter. On the Menti board, we're going to start with first round history, and in the space that comes next, please enter your name, your full name. Make sure that you enter your full name, your proper name, full name, and don't use the default name. Full name in the board that comes next. I'm going to just wait for 20 seconds because of Zoom to YouTube delay. So our friends in YouTube will only hear this 20 seconds later. So as soon as you hear me give instructions, you can just go ahead and onto the Menti board. So all the quiz is going to happen on Menti. So make sure that you click the Menti and you put in your full name, and it will help you just participate live. So the Menti will be live for Zoom and YouTube folks, but it's 20-second delay when you see the visuals on YouTube. So I'm just giving you more time, just a few more seconds for everyone to join. We have around 78 participants ready to go. 78 participants ready to go. So make sure you click on the link in the description or the comment section on YouTube, or the one in the in the yes, no space to enter code. Yes, do not enter. So the joining code is 46474522 without any spaces, or you can just click on the link. Okay, so we're going to start in the next 10 to 15 seconds. So make sure you're ready on Menti, and the first round will start. I will not be sharing the visuals of the questions, because it will affect the timing of YouTube and Zoom. So make sure that you're on Mentimeter. We're going to start any moment. And we're going to start with round one of our quiz, beginning in any moment from now. Okay, so be ready on Menti. And let's have a wonderful round of quizzing. Round 1, history. It's started on Menti, so make sure that you answer questions on Menti. All right, so the quiz has begun. Yes, the questions have begun on Mentimeter. The first question is already up. Make sure that you answer fast, and I'll review the questions after each round. Make sure that you answer fast. Okay, so some questions have 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Make sure you answer. If the time runs out, you won't be able to answer. Make sure you then answer. Every question has five. Every round has 5 questions. Keep answering them. Okay, so we'll review this at the end after each round is over. The round is already begun on Menti. Make sure you're on Menti. Make sure on Menti. It's already begun. So if you're on YouTube, you don't see anything on screen, just my face. It's because Menti quiz is already on. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're there and you answer quickly. The faster the answers, the more the point. So there's no time to Google and all. So if you are choosing that route, that's not a wise idea, because by the time you type and get the answer, the time is up. So just take a good guess, and it will be the best option. All right. So the quiz is on. The quiz is on. It's an interesting quiz. I have around 85 participants right now, gunning for the top positions right now, and it's going on well. So at the moment, there are the first round is on. Mentimeter going really well, really well. So some of these questions are from history. For some of you who are in the older generation, maybe you might be able to remember them quite vividly, or you might have heard of this again and again. The younger folks may not have paid much attention in history, so this is a good time to learn. All right, so we are moving forward in round one, and it is an exciting quiz. I've got 89, 90 participants right now on Mentimeter, gunning for position one. Okay, so first round is almost coming to an end. Be on Mentimeter, use the links in the description or in the chat, and this is coming to a wonderful end on Mentimeter. Okay, round one is almost coming to an end. We had 5 questions, and we're almost there. Okay. So round one is almost coming to an end, and we are at the last question in round one. We have the last question in round one. So at this is a good point for me to share the screen, so that because everything is at the same pace. All right. So question number 5 of round one is coming up. Which of the following years India did not fight a major battle? Did not fight a major battle. Okay, so a very important historical question regarding the struggle of India as a nation through the last 75 years, even after independence. Some of these years have been very significant. Okay, so let's just review, and then I will share about the leaderboard of this particular round. So I'm just going to review these questions. We had 5 questions in the history segment, and all of these were and these are important questions that we can understand, help us understand about India. So which of these following cities is an odd one out in a pre-independence India? The right answer is Bhopal, because Delhi, Calcutta and Shimla were capitals of India at some point. Calcutta was the capital very early on, then Delhi became the winter capital and Shimla became the summer capital. And so Bhopal was never a capital of the whole country. So that's the odd one out in question number 1. Question number 2, we talked about who drew the line. It's called the Radcliffe line. The line that separates India and Pakistan was drawn by Cyril Radcliffe, and that line is called the Radcliffe. The border line is called Radcliffe line. Number 3, the question was about which of the following was not a head of state in 1947. So Harry Truman was the president of US, Clement Attlee was the prime minister of the UK, and Joseph Stalin was the premier of Russia. But Mao Zedong came much later than the independence time. So it is the right answer is the Chinese premier. We also have number 4. Which of this pairing is a wrong pair for the freedom fighter and the birthplace? It is Bose and West Bengal. Subhash Chandra Bose and West Bengal. He was actually born in Cuttack, which is in Odisha. Though he was a Bengali, he was born in Cuttack, so that's the wrong pair there. But Bal Gangadhar Tilak was born in Maharashtra, Nehru ji was born in Allahabad, and Gandhiji was born in Gujarat. So that's the correct pair, and Bose, West Bengal is the right answer. I mean, the wrong pair, but the right answer. Number 5, we talked about how 1962, India-China War, 1971, the Bangladesh War, 1999, the Kargil War, 1983 was not a war. So that's the right answer. It was not fighting a major war. So let's look at the leaderboard after round 1. wonderful quizzing. Let's see how things stand after the first round. We've got Kumar Shivam at number 1 with 4209. We've got Shriya Gupta, who's also the fastest at 4143, and Daniel Koshi, Leena Saluja, and Akhil Kumarja in numbers 3, 4, and 5. So we've got a few other people just vying for the position out there, but let's see how you guys fare there. So I hope you're all having fun. Just give me a thumbs up on Zoom, and you can just you can put on some comments on YouTube at this point. How is it going? How's it going? Yes, is it going good? Right. So that was the first round. That was the first round that we did. Just a few things that we at ViGEO do. Just want to just share that as we move on to the next round, which will be in the next 20 seconds. It's our every time there's an Independence Day celebration, we are also celebrating at ViGEO because we started in the month of August. So whenever India celebrates one more year of independence, ViGEO celebrates one more year of functioning and existence. And if we've been on for the last 3 years, it's been a wonderful journey for us. And one of the things that we do is we do customized workshops for professionals. We work with teams, we work with individuals, we have personalized coaching, we work in the field of productivity, we work in the field of interpersonal skills and in managerial skills and leadership skills. So if you are working for a company, if you are a professional and you would like to get really cutting edge training, we would love to get in touch with you and have a conversation with you regarding that. So right now it's time for round number 2. So those guys who are on YouTube, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to get back on Mentimeter before we get to round 2. Please click that heart button and stay there for round number 2 on culture. And those who are on Zoom, you can always move on to Menti as I speak. So we have to wait for a few seconds for our friends on YouTube to catch up because of the delay. So we'll be just waiting for them. So friends on YouTube, make sure you're on Menti. Do not get distracted by what's happening on YouTube. It's a bit delayed. So press that heart button. Get ready to go in round 2. Culture, India culture is what we're going to talk about in round number 2. So I hope we're all ready to go. Again, 5 questions back to back. It will come from 2.1 to 2.5. Don't come back to YouTube. Just stay there and get started. So we're going to start anytime now. Just waiting for a few more seconds. Anytime now. Just make sure you're on Menti. We've got 65 participants giving a heart button for culture, and let's see how this goes. Okay, the round has begun. So please be on the Menti board for the end of this round. 5 questions back to back coming in your Menti board. Okay, so the second round has begun. It's already begun. So make sure that you participate and put in your answers fully. Okay. All right, so questions have begun. So this is all about culture, and it will be questions about festivals. It would be about regions of the country, cultural aspects of India as a country. And then we will review these questions at the end. So the questions will come back to back on Mentimeter. Questions number 6 to 10. 6 to 10 coming up on Mentimeter. Okay, so I've tried to include questions from across the country, from across spectrums, across regions. So it will be a good learning experience for all of you. Some of questions have just 10 seconds. Make sure that you answer fast. Some of them need quick. There's no time to think. If you know it, you know it, and then just move on. Right? Just pick the answer. If you know it, click the answer. If you don't know, just take a guess. Very quick, 10 seconds. That some of the questions have just 10 seconds. Okay, some of the questions need a little bit of thinking. So we can look at the options, think, and select the right answer. So it's not just always about being fast, it's also about being right. So think through and select the right answer. Okay, so I can see around 85 of you really participating in all of these really good. Good to see the spirit going there, and wonderful. All right, awesome. Okay, so second round is almost done. So we're almost done with round number 2. Okay, almost done with round number 2, and let's see how you guys do in the culture round. Okay, so it is almost done with round number 2. The last question coming up on the Menti board, round number 2. Let me just put it up for you. The last question number 10, which is the last question of round number 2, coming up on your Menti screen. Okay, the Tatas and Godrej, the families, are part of the Dash community in India. Which community are they part of? Which community are they part of? Okay, I've got just a few more seconds, final few seconds to put in your answers, sneak in your answers rather. All right, so the right answer was Parsi community. Let's look at the questions from this round. A few questions and kind of review the answers. I hope you enjoyed playing this round. This was, we started off with asking which festival is the odd one out. The right answer is Diwali, because other 3 festivals, Lohri, Pongal and Bihu, they are all the harvest festival, the same festival, different names in different parts of the country. Sankranti, Makar Sankranti, and all the different names, different regions celebrated with different names. It's actually the same festival. And Diwali, of course, is in the later part of the year. So that's the odd one out in question number 1. Question number 2, Hornbill Festival. It is actually a very popular, very famous festival of Nagaland. It's I think the state festival of the state of Nagaland. So if you ever happen to be in Nagaland, I think it happens in the month of December, if I'm not wrong. That's when it happens. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's the Hornbill Festival. This is an interesting question because the highest national award that you can get is the Bharat Ratna. Padma Vibhushan is number 2, Padma Bhushan is number 3, and Padma Shri comes lower than that. So in terms of significance, this is the right order: Padma Vibhushan, then Padma Bhushan, and then Padma Shri. These are the highest civilian awards that you can get in the country. Number 4, question number 4, 2.4, question number 4 in the culture round. Which of the places have a very distinct French influence? Most of you happen to get that right. It is Pondicherry, Puducherry right now. They have a lot of remnant of French architecture and culture, a lot of these cuisines, and it's very distinct in some parts of Puducherry. And finally, the Tatas and Godrej are part of the Parsi community. A very small but very influential, significant community in India. All right, so let's look at the end of round 2. Where do we stand in the leaderboard? Do we have the same leaders? Do you have the same people in the leaderboard, or do we have new folks, overriding? Oh my goodness, that's Kumar Shivam. We've got Shriya Gupta. They're holding on to the lead in number 1 and 2 with 8842, 8621. We've got Sain Methi and we've got Santosh VR, Patel, Deepak Kumar, Ajit Bhai. And that's the top 5. We've got Akil Kumar, Leena, Anujit, Ritvik, and Daniel in numbers 6 to 10. Wow. So I hope you're learning something. I hope that you are getting something worth out of it. And I hope that this quizzing experience is helping you appreciate the country a little more. At ViGEO, we also do workshops for students. We work closely with the student community, and we have a series of workshops on leadership, on creativity. We recently had workshops on Canva and creative writing, on public speaking. We are planning to open a speaking club where you can interact with native speakers and improve your English for 1 hour a week. And these are some of these amazing projects that we are working on. And as a part of the ViGEO family, since you are on this platform, you will get notified, and we'd love to get in touch with you and hear what your specific needs are. We also do career guidance for classes 10 and 12 and help students take an informed choice about various career options out there. In a time of confusion, especially after the COVID and so many jobs changing, so much of opportunities out there, so much of confusion, we enjoy giving clarity, giving options, unbiased, without any preference to certain careers or certain viewpoints. We give very objective, unbiased career guidance for students, right? So if you're a student, class 10 and 12, get in touch with us. We would really love to hear what we can do and help understand what we can do for you. All right, let's get to round number 3. Round number 3, this is a sports round. So all of you sports fans can really make it big in this round. Okay, so if you're on YouTube, again, please make sure that you go to Menti for round 3. There'll be 5 questions back to back. Make sure you are on Mentimeter throughout. Do not come back on YouTube because you might see 20 seconds late broadcast of the thing. Okay, so if you're on Zoom, of course, you can be all there, right? So let's just wait for our friends to get there, and we're gonna start round 3 of this quiz, this fantastic quiz. I'm seeing some really good quiz enthusiasts, really interested to win or at least learn something new. Round 3 sports, all about really big achievements of athletes and sports stars in India in the last 75 years. All right, so let's begin. So be on Menti throughout. We're starting off with question number 1, and it'll continue till for the next 5 questions back to back. You know the drill now. And for those of you on Zoom, please bear with me. I'm trying to include those on YouTube as well. All right, so question number 11, 5 questions, sports back to back. It's already started on Mentimeter. Make sure that you answer them back to back. Round 3, sports round, questions back to back coming up on your Menti screen. All right, some of these questions have 15 seconds, some of them have 10 seconds. Make sure that you manage the time well and you answer within the time frame mentioned. Okay, questions back to back coming up on Menti. All of these questions are related to Indian sports achievements in the last 75 years. Okay, so some of these will make you want to find an odd one out. So look carefully and try to understand. You can always take your time, but be mindful of the time limit. If you need to think for a moment, you can definitely do that and answer it appropriately. All right, so sports round, I can see a lot of right answers. I think a lot of sports enthusiasts, a lot of right answers in the quiz. Good. It's going well. Some of them talking about the regions in India that contribute towards sports. Some of them talking about achievements in the last few years. We will review the answers towards the end. We're coming almost to the end of the sports round. Okay, some of them questions are asking you to identify these sports people. Maybe you're not really aware of them, but it's good to learn that these are actually upcoming sports stars in these various fields. All right, so let's get to the 5th and final question. I'm almost there in the 5th question. All right, so let's get to the 15th question, or the 5th question of this round, and have a look. All right, the magical number 87.58. What rings a bell? 87.58. 87.58. It's a magical number. Okay, so anything that rings the bell, 87.58. Okay, so we will get back to that answer. Most of you got that right. That's awesome. We'll get back to that answer in a bit, but let's just review this round and the answers of this round. Okay, so the sports round, talking about various achievements in Indian sports. The first individual Olympic medal for an Indian woman athlete came in the field of weightlifting. This was in 2000 Sydney Olympics. Karnam Malleshwari in weightlifting. It was a bronze medal, and I really remember watching that. I think it was on Doordarshan. It was there. Maybe the highlights. I was probably 10 years, 11 years old, and it was a very proud moment. 96, Leander Pace had won a medal in the tennis event, and this was 2000 Sydney Olympics. So very proud. That was probably the only medal in that, and we've come a long way from there. It was a very proud, really proud moment for the country. Question number two, the odd year out. 1983, the first World Cup. 2007, the 2020 World Cup. 2011, the ODI World Cup again. So these 3 years are the World Cup winning years. 2003, of course, was not a World Cup winning year. That was the odd year out for Indian cricket. Number three was about Sundargarh. Sundargarh is known as the cradle of Indian hockey. A lot of famous hockey players have come from that. And at any given point of time, in the men's team and the women's team, you'll always find a few players from that one district. It is known as the hockey cradle of the country. So very historic place with a lot of sports history. That's in Sundargarh. In Orissa. These wonderful sports stars, Vaishali, Harika, and Tanya, they are really big superstars in chess. I don't know how many of you are chess enthusiasts, but these are big names in the chess field. And Koneru Hampi being the leader. I just didn't put her name because she's a very obvious candidate. So the other three in rank 2, 3, and 4 in the Indian women circuit. Number 5, 87 point. that was the distance that Neeraj Chopra threw the javelin to win the gold in the Olympics, the first athletics gold medal for the country. So that was the magical number. So let's look at the leaderboard after round 3, the sports round. Wonderful round of quizzing. Oh my goodness, I think all of the top 6 got that right, and there's no change. Look at that. It's such a tight competition right there. The Kumar, Shivam, Shriya Gupta, Sain Methi, Santosh Patel, Ajit Bhai, Akhil Kumar, Anujit Saya, Ritvik Goswami, and Pavni Arora and Daniel Koshi in the top 10. Look at that. Top 2 going, just gunning for gold. Wonderful. So this is awesome. This is good quizzing, and we are coming to the last round. I hope you're really enjoying this evening of quizzing. One of the areas that we've worked as a company is with educators, and this has been a really big privilege for us to work with schools and with teams of teachers and management as well. So we work on pedagogical training, so teaching how to teach in various aspects of teaching, using various digital tools. We also talk about team building and working as a team and understanding students. So if you are a teacher and you would love to get in touch with us and understand what we offer for schools, we'd really encourage you to get in touch with us. Let me just put out our number. So this is our contact number. You can contact us 8756 999 888. This is our contact address, or you can mail us at contact@vigeo.in. We are here to serve. We are here to listen. We are here to offer you the best of what we can, and this is what we've always done. This is what we are committed to doing. So be it educators, be it professionals, be it students, these are the 3 categories where we work. You can visit our website vigeo.in. vigeo.in. You'll get a glimpse of what we do, and there's a blog that you can follow as well. And all of this, we would love to do so that we can serve the communities well. All right, so let's get to the final round. This is the decider, the last and final round, and this is a general round about various trivia about India as a country. So if you're on YouTube, again, time to go back to Menti. Stay there till we do the five questions of round number 4. So let's have a look at what we have. We are talking about India as a nation. India the nation. That's round number 4. Some wonderful trivia on understanding the country better. Trivia round number 4. So be on Mentimeter. We will be starting the round immediately. So make sure that you are there on Menti, and it just helps all of us start the quiz at the same time. So those of you who are on Zoom, I hope that you're already there. Those of you on YouTube, stay there on Menti till we get going. All right, so let's get started. Round number 4, question number 16. Question number 16, round number 4. Here we go. And we start. So the round has already started. We are on question 16. Those of you who are new to, make sure you're there so that we can complete this. So 5 questions. India, the nation. India, the nation. So how many? Okay, I'm not going to read the question. Sorry. Just keep going. So in order to avoid confusion, keep answering, and we'll review this at the end. Okay, so trivia questions, all of them 10 seconds each. Do not wait. Do not Google. You will not get time for that. Make sure that you answer. If you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, take a guess. Okay, so 5 questions on India, the nation. Okay, so very interesting trivia. Maybe you know it, maybe you never thought of it. So this is a good time to learn a bit more about the nation. All right, so I can see around 75 of you really going really hard and guessing. Some of you are guessing. I can see that it's random guesses. So let's see how this pans out. Okay, so we are talking about some of the symbolisms of India and the emblems and some of these aspects which you maybe never thought of. Okay. Okay, so I can see some really interesting answers, a lot of them getting wrong, some of you guessing. Let's see. We're almost at the end of round number 4. We are at the end of this quiz. Let's look at the final few answers coming in. Okay, so a lot of guessworks going on. I can see that. Some of you never heard of these things before. All right, so we are at the end of round 4 here. Let me just share the screen again. Sharing the screen again. All right, so at the end of round 4, we are in question number 20, the last question, and then we'll see who actually has won the quiz. The last question, which of the following states does the Tropic of Capricorn touch? It's an imaginary line. Which state does the Tropic of Capricorn touch? Which of the states does the Tropic of Capricorn touch? Okay, so a lot of guesswork. Wow, and most of you got that right because the Tropic of Capricorn never passes through India. It's in the southern hemisphere. That was a trick question, ladies and gentlemen. Let's review this. And let's look at how you guys have performed in these past this last round. Okay, so let's look at the first question of this round, general trivia. There are in an Indian currency note, there are 17 languages, of which 2 are English and Hindi. So the question was how many other languages than Hindi and English? So that's 15 plus 2, which is 17. So 15 is the right answer. There are in every note, the value of the note is printed in 17 languages: Hindi, English, and then 15 other languages. The number of prime ministers, UP has provided the most number of prime ministers. It's around 8. So that's the state which has given the most prime ministers to the country. Number 3, 4.3. It's an interesting. Tiger is an important animal with regards to the country, but on the emblem there are lions, then there's an ox, there's a horse, and there's an elephant. So they symbolize the east, the west, the north, and the south. And it's a very interesting symbolism of inclusivity, which our nation is known for. So 4.3, the answer was tiger. It's not on the emblem, but it is an important animal nevertheless. Number 4.4 is talking about 7 sisters and 1 brother. If you look at the map of India, the 7 sisters are the 7 northeastern states on the extreme northeastern side, and then you have Sikkim, which is like a small cap between Bhutan and Nepal and China, and there's a small state. It's called this little brother. So Sikkim is the brother in this context. And number 5, as I said, Tropic of Cancer passes through Indian states of Gujarat and then a bit of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and then Jharkhand, a bit of West Bengal, a bit of Tripura and Mizoram. But Tropic of Capricorn is in the southern hemisphere. India is above the equator, so this doesn't pass through at all. All right. So before I share the final winners, I just want to announce the winner of our referral program. And we had run a referral program, and thank you so much for everyone who participated and just spread the word and appreciate your efforts. But it is Miss Samia Fatima who's won this referral program with most number of references. There were a few more, but there was a lot of frauds and a lot of IP address frauds there. We had a software to detect that. So I know the name, but I'm not going to take the name here. But yeah, so thanks for everyone who participated honestly. But out of all the referral programs, this was the names that with the most unique IP addresses, and we had a system to kind of sort that out. So thank you, Samia. Thank you everyone who's kind of participated and helped in spreading the word. So let's look at the winners of the final winners of this quiz right here, right now. As all these things add up, oh my goodness, it's gonna be a very different board. Could be a big change at the end. No, but it is Kumar Shivam from the first round. He slipped a bit at the end, but he could just maintain that till the end. Kumar, congratulations. Thank you for participating. If you could come online, could you just introduce yourself? Kumar, if you're there, could you just introduce yourself? Where are you from? What do you do? If you're okay with unmuting and speaking, you can just speak. If you're okay to speak. Yes, Kumar, where are you joining from? Kumar, can you hear me? Okay, yes, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. You can just put in the chat where you're joining from. What do you do? That'll be awesome. So we've got Shriya Gupta, we've got Sayan, we've got Santosh, we've got Patel Ajit Bhai, we've got Akhil Kumar, Ritvik Goswami, we've got Pavni Arora, we've got Anujit Saha in the top 10. But the top 5 winners, as promised, please take a screenshot of this winner, your number 1, number 2, whatever that is, and send that to 8756 999 888 8756 999 Send a WhatsApp to 8756 999 and we will get in touch with you. Give us 1 working day. Tomorrow is a holiday, so 1 working day. By Monday evening we will be able to get back to you with your prizes. It'll be emailed to you once we confirm and verify. But thank you so much everyone for joining. This has been fantastic. It's been a fantastic quiz. Thank you for your participation. 1 word, how did you like it? Those who are on YouTube or on Zoom, just put in the comments 1 word. How did you like it? So Kumar is joining from Guwahati. Thank you, Kumar, for joining. Just 1 word. You can just post it in the comments. Have you learned something new? Was it an enriching experience? You can just comment on that. So this is what we love to do. We love to provide worth and value. So we love to keep time. So we said 6 to 6:45. It's even 2 minutes early. All of our programs, all of the things that we do are well researched, and we love to give value for the time that you invest with us. So thank you so much. I mean, let's celebrate this wonderful nation, right? The history is amazing. The journey that we have come is amazing, and it's up to us. I know many of your students and younger generations. It's up to us to maintain this, to keep this, to keep the legacy going, to continue to make this land an inclusive place where everyone can thrive, and that's what ViGEO stands for. We aspire to thrive. Thank you so much for your wonderful feedback. Wonderful. So stay in touch with us, 8756. Just send a WhatsApp. I know you've already been contacted by Emmanuel in some sense, but just stay in touch. Just let us know how you felt. Let us know if you'd like to organize something like this for your institution, for your students, for your community. We'd love to do a quiz like this for you. But thank you, Samia, for referring. Thank you. Congratulations to the winners who won. Thank you, everyone, for participating. And it's 6:45 Indian Standard Time. It's goodbye from everyone here at ViGEO. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.